It's a beautiful afternoon here at Knebworth, and we're out here, Ian and Steve again, to talk about abnormal course conditions and how to take free relief. So over to you, Steve.
Okay, yeah, so abnormal course conditions, whereas you get free relief, it's not going to cost you a shot. So there are four things that are abnormal course conditions. It's ground under repair, it's called temporary water now, probably more known as, used to be called as casual water, immovable obstructions, and animal holes, and that's holes, and we'll get onto that in a bit. But so GUR, anywhere on the course should be marked, or it's any hole that's made by a greenkeeper. Okay, casual water, you know what that is. Immovable obstructions, that could be anything, like a stake tree, ball washers, anything like that. And animal holes. Now that's animal holes, not animal scrapes. So if you've got a bare bit of ground and you've dropped some nice currants around it, that is not an animal scrape, because it's not a hole. The ball, it has to be in a hole and not a scrape, okay? Right, so what we're going to do is use the stake tree as an example of how to actually take your relief.
Okay, so we're on the second hole here, and we've just pushed it off to the right, which wouldn't normally happen.
Oh, really? So where your ball ends up, okay, it's there. So as a right-hander, I've got to determine my nearest point of relief. Not necessarily the nicest, but the nearest, okay? So what you do with that is you take the club that you'll be playing the shot with to determine where your nearest point of relief is. So I've got a wedge in my hand, so obviously I'm hitting the tree. Right there, I'm not hitting the tree. So if I came this way, it would be there. That would be that nearest point. But if I went this way, I've got that.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be if I came that way.
So that's a lot further.
So obviously that point is closer, but also bear in mind, if it's casual water, it might be behind and not necessarily to the side.
Okay.
So what we do, we can go back here. So that would be my nearest point of relief there. So obviously that is the closest.
Yep.
So that is my nearest point of relief for that ball lying there at this time.
Excellent. That looks a lot better as well, because the bunker's not in play there.
Yeah. So so this happens to be the nicest point of relief, but it's not always the way. If I was a left-hander, it would probably be the other way round.
The bunker's coming into play if you're left-handed.
If so, left-handed, I would be more there.
Yeah.
And it would be the other way round. So
okay.
It just depends on where it ends up.
Excellent.
So obviously, and then once you've found your nearest point of relief, you can now use your longest club in the bag, not one of those dodgy putters though, to do it. Take the head cover off, because otherwise you're getting too much. So you then get a club length, and this is one club length. Like that, and round anywhere that it doesn't do. So I can drop the ball anywhere within there. If I was dropping it behind, as long as I'm not hitting the tree, it doesn't matter if the tree's in my line of sight. I do not get relief from line of sight. It has to be for your stance or your swing. Okay, so I would drop the ball in there, and then I would play the shot. Okay, easy way to think is whenever you get free relief, it's only one club length. 2 club lengths is when you're taking penalty relief from lateral relief.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, Steve.